Alright, today we're going to make wheat tortillas or flour tortillas from scratch with 4 ingredients that I hope you can find in your home. First, you'll need some all-purpose flour, 2.5 cups, salt, just 1 teaspoon, some type of fat to put in it. I'm using vegetable oil. No matter what type of fat you use, you only need a 1/4 cup. You could use a 1/4 cup of butter. You could use a 1/4 cup of lard, a 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening. I'm just using vegetable oil. And 1 cup of water. And it should be warm tap water. To start with, we're going to mix the flour and the salt. I wash my hands ahead of time, so I'm going to be mixing this with my hands. But you could also use a wooden spoon. Once the salt and the flour are mixed, add whatever fat you're going to use. You want to get the fat, in this case the oil, distributed as evenly as possible throughout the flour. When you mix water and wheat flour, it forms gluten. And gluten is a strong protein that holds the flour together, or holds the bread or whatever you're going to bake together, and it also adds some elasticity or stretch to it. It's why you can stretch pizza dough or you can stretch bread dough out, and why it can rise and still hold its shape. So gluten's good in that it helps the bread hold its shape and stay together. It's bad if you're gluten intolerant. I'm going to assume that you can eat these. If this doesn't work for you, I'd recommend making corn tortillas, because when you mix corn flour or masa with water, it doesn't form gluten. By coating the flour with fat, this will help inhibit gluten production once you add the water in. It'll still produce gluten, just enough to hold the tortilla together, but not enough so that you can't stretch it out. That said, it's difficult to make a flour tortilla in a press. I find it difficult to make in a press. I find it easier if you roll them out with a rolling pin, which is what we're going to do today. And if you don't have a rolling pin, there's some other options as well. You'll know that this is mixed together well when you can squeeze it and it sticks together but then breaks apart easily. Kind of like wet sand. Once that's mixed together well, add the water. I'm going to add almost the entire cup and leave a little bit extra. I can always add that in if I need, and then use the spoon to mix that into a dough. If it's not all sticking together, add the rest of your water. You don't want to add too much more. You can always add a little more flour if you need to. And once most of this is sticking together in a big shaggy mass of dough, we're going to turn it out on the counter and knead it a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of flour to the counter so that it doesn't stick. If it sticks to your hands, just add a little more flour on top of it. And if it starts sticking to the cutting board, you can always just scrape that off and add a little more flour underneath. Once you have some dough, you can decide how you want to portion this out. Some people decide 1 or 2 tablespoons or a 1/4 cup. I usually just cut mine up into even portions, and I'm going to cut this up into 8 tortillas. Each of these I'm going to roll into a dough ball, and then we have to let them sit for a half hour. If they stick too much, once again, add a little extra flour. I'm going to put these in a covered container for 30 minutes. If you don't have a covered container, you can cover them with wax paper, plastic wrap on a plate. And after 30 minutes, we'll roll them out and cook them. If you don't want them to stick together, just make sure they're well coated in flour. Some people also choose to coat them in oil. I'm just going to use flour. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, so I'm now going to cook the tortillas. To start with, you want to flour your counter, probably more than I need, and press the ball of dough into a disc. And then we're going to roll that out. I'm using a rolling pin, but if you don't have a rolling pin, you could use a water bottle. Just wash the outside of it and make sure it's full so it's heavy enough to use. It works absolutely fine. If the tortilla sticks to your water bottle, just make sure you add some more flour. Also, while I'm rolling this out, I've got my stove on. I'm going to cook mine on a cast iron griddle. Any heavy pan will work. You probably want it on medium heat. You'll have to adjust based on your stove temperature. And I'm going to cook them one at a time. So as soon as I have one on the stove, I'll roll another one out. There we go. Once that's rolled out about as thin as you can get it, put that on the griddle. I did put a little bit of oil in the griddle, but you don't need a lot of oil to cook these. They'll cook about 1 minute, a minute and a half on each side. Watch it for bubbling. As soon as you see some bubbling going on, you know it's cooking on that side and you want to flip it. You can always flip it back if you need to, but ideally you want to cook it once on each side. Have a plate ready and a towel to put over them so you can keep them warm until you're ready to eat them. They are best if you eat them right away, but if you need to, you could put them, you could store them in the refrigerator overnight, put them in a plastic bag once they cool down, and serve them the next day.